AudioJungle.
Welcome audience. Hello everybody. I hope you all are fine. First of all, let's raise our praise to the Almighty Allah SWT who giving us mercy and blessing so we can meet here without any troubles and obstacles. Before telling more and more, let me introduce our team. My name is Diahnisa Prihatini and this is Rian and the last Diva Niken Sukeksi. So please pay attention.
Welcome to the Intercultural Communication course. My name is Dave Edwards and I will be your instructor. I hope you'll find this course both educational and enlightening. I'm sure it's no surprise to any of you that the world is a diverse place. We have over 6.8 billion people on this planet, living in almost 200 different countries. There are approximately 6,800 languages being spoken and more than 4,200 different religious or spiritual groups. But you don't have to travel the world to experience diversity. Our country is extremely diverse, as is our state. And I'm sure if you think about it, your town, your workplace, your college, and even your neighborhood is diverse. Heck, some of your families may even be diverse. Learning to function well within a diverse society requires quite a bit from you. First, you need to gain knowledge about other cultures. Next, you have to have an appreciation for differences in other cultures. You will also have to do your best to accept others, even when you might disagree with their beliefs, values, or behaviors. And finally, you need to develop the skills necessary to interact successfully with people from other cultures. One of the key skills we will be focusing on in this course are communication skills. One term you often hear when dealing with diversity is the term tolerance. Do you think tolerance is a good thing? The simple answer is yes, but some people think tolerance is not enough. After all, to tolerate something means to put up with it. Perhaps our goal should be to accept others, or to embrace the differences in others, rather than to simply tolerate others. We are all in this class for different reasons. Even I have my reasons. Of course, I'm a communications instructor and this is my job, but that's not my primary purpose for teaching this class. My primary purpose is because I have diversity in my own family, as my wife is from Thailand. In fact, the two of us met in an airplane while flying from Tokyo, Japan to Bangkok, Thailand. We were married just a few years ago and she moved to the United States. Since then, she has acclimated to our cold weather, received a college degree, and even come to love the Minnesota Vikings. So why are you here? Is it because this is a required course? Do you think this might be a useful skill for your career? Perhaps you were simply looking for an online course. Maybe you even heard that the instructor was awesome. Whatever your reasons for being here, welcome.
There is 6 reasons why study intercultural communication. The first, the self-awareness imperative. Second, the demographic imperative. Third, the economic imperative. Fourth, the technological imperative. Fourth, the peace imperative. And the last, the ethical imperative. First, the self-awareness imperative. One of the most important reasons for studying intercultural communication is the awareness. It is rise of our own cultural identity and background. This is also one of the list of previous reasons. However, it is important to recognize that intercultural learning is not always easy and comfortable. Sometimes, intercultural encounters make us aware of our own incountrism is a tendency to think that our own culture is superior to other cultures. Self-awareness, then, that comes through intercultural learning might involve an increased awareness of being caught up in political, economic, and historical systems not of our own making. Next. Second, the demographic imperative. Demographic is the characteristic of a population, especially as classified by race, ethnicity, age, sex, and income. Source of demographic change is different immigration pattern. Sometimes more heterogeneous cultures or homogeneous culture to more homogeneous cultures. Instead of thinking of cultures as either heterogeneous or homogeneous, it is more useful to think about cultures as more or less heterogeneous. Fortunately, most individuals are able to negotiate day-to-day activities in spite of cultural difference. Diversity can even be a positive force.
Third, the economic imperative. Understanding cultural difference involves not only working with diverse employees, but also recognizing new business market and so on. From this perspective, diversity is a potentially powerful economic resource if organizations view the challenge as an opportunity. In this sense, then business can capitalize on diversity. The economic imperative highlights issue of globalization and the challenge for increased cultural understanding needed to reach the global market. Fourth, the technological imperative. Communication technology links us to events from the most remote parts of the world and connect us to persons we may never meet face to face from around the world. We will focus on 5 aspects of cultural and technology. Number 1, increase in information. You may have found that the internet provides access to information about other cultures and other peoples. We can now instantaneously find out almost anything about any group in the world simply by searching the internet. Number 2, Ingress connect with a people who differ. Communication technology bring us in connect with people we might never have the opportunity to know otherwise. Number 3, Ingress connect to people who are similar. Communication technology also allow us to have more connect with people who are very similar to ourselves. Perhaps you participate in chat rooms or discussion board with people who share your interest and opinion. Number 4, identity, culture, and technology. Advance in communication technology let us to think differently about ourselves and our identity management. The last, access to communication technology. As we have seen, technology plays an hub role in our everyday life and often has a lot to do with our success as students and professionals. Fourth, the technological imperative. Communication technology links us to events from the most remote parts of the world and connect us to persons we may never meet face to face from around the world. We will focus on 5 aspects of cultural and technology. Number 1, ingress in information. You may have found that the internet provides access to information about other cultures and other peoples. We can now instantaneously find out almost anything about any group in the world simply by searching the internet. Number 2, Ingress connect with a people who differ. Communication technology bring us in connect with people we might never have the opportunity to know otherwise. Number 3, Ingress connect to people who are similar. Communication technology also allow us to have more connect with people who are very similar to ourselves. Perhaps you participate in chat rooms or discussion board with people who share your interest and opinion. Number 4, identity, culture, and technology. Advance in communication technology let us to think differently about ourselves and our identity management. The last, access to communication technology. As we have seen, technology plays an hub role in our everyday life and often has a lot to do with our success as students and professionals.
The peace imperative. Some of the conflicts are also tied to economic disparities and influenced by US technology and media. However, we always need to consider the relationship between individual and society force in studying intercultural communication. Although communication on the interpersonal level is important, we must remember that individuals often are born into and are caught up in conflict that does neither stutter nor cause individual and society force in studying intercultural communication. The peace imperative involves rough issue of colonialism, economic disparities, and racial, ethnic, religious difference. The last, the ethical imperative. Living in an intercultural world presents ethical challenges as well. Ethnic may be thought of as principles of conduct that help govern the behavior of individuals and groups. Ethical judgment focus more on the degrees of rightness and wrongness in human behavior that do cultural values. In studying intercultural communication, it is vital to develop self-reflexivity to understand ourselves and our position in society. Part of learning about intercultural communication is learning about culture, pattern, and cultural identities, our own and other.
Tell her one time, give you everything you need, down to my last.
And the conclusion, there are 6 reasons to imperative for studying intercultural communication. First, the self-awareness imperative involves increasing understanding of our own location in larger social, political, and historical context. Second, the demographic imperative includes the changing domestic and intercultural immigration, rising question of class, of religious diversity. Third, the economic imperative highlights issue of globalization and the challenge for increased cultural understanding needed to reach the global market. Fourth, the technological imperative gives us increasing information and increased use of communication technology also raise questions about identity and access to these technologies. Five, the The peace imperative involves working through issues of colonialism, economic disparities, and racial, ethnic, religious difference. And the last, the ethnic imperative calls for an understanding of the universalist, relativist, and dialogic approach to ethical issues. And this is our presentation finished. Any question, please?
Introduce me. My name is Lutfi Ahlakunisan. My NPM 9009. Please, Mbak Dia, describe how technology can impact intercultural interaction.
I will answer the question by Lutfi. Technology can impact intercultural interaction. Communication technology link us to even from the most remote part of the world and connect us to persons we might never meet face to face from around the world. Perhaps the most revolutionary advancement has been the internet. The impact of technology on our everyday communication is staggering. Think of how often you use technology to communicate in any given day. You may text message friends about evening plans, email your family to tell them the latest news, participate in a discussion board for one of your course.
To us, my name is Rosid Aji Pangestu, NPM 0038, class 15, management A. How to develop proposition on human communication? Yes, thank you.
I will answer the question by Aji. How to develop self-drive activity in studying intercultural communication, to understand ourselves and our position in society, in learning about other culture and cultural practice. We often learn much about ourselves. Immigrants often comment that they never felt so much like someone of their own nationality until they left their homeland. Many cultural attitudes and ideas are installed in you, but this can be difficult to unravel and identify. Knowing who you are is never simple. Rather, it is an ongoing process that can never fully capture the ever-emerging person. Not only will you grow older, but your intercultural experience will change who you are and who you think you are. It's also important to reflect on your place in society by recognizing the social categories which you belong, and the implication of those categories. You will be in a better position to understand how to communicate.
My name is Retno Susanti. My class number is 21. Please explain how to develop self-reflexivity in studying intercultural communication.
I will answer the last question by Retno. How to develop proposition of human communication. Communication is a process in which 1. we remind ourselves of the interdependence or interestlessness of the universe. 2. We reduce our self-set and egocentrism. 3. We feel the joy and suffering of all beings. 4. We preserve and return our debts to all beings. The last, we moralize and harmonize the universe.
Thanks for your attention. If our team many faults, I'm so sorry. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
See you.
flowers kinda crying loud, the breeze is sounding sad. Oh no, tell me when did we become so cold and empty inside? Lost away a long time ago. Did we really turn that blind? We don't see that we keep hurting each other, no. All we do is just fight. Now we share the same bright sun, the same round moon. Why don't we share the same love? Tell me why not? Life is shorter than most that thought. Hold my hand, there are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand, turn around and see what you've left behind. Hold my hand, my friend, we can send the good spirit of me and you for another chance. And let's pray for the beautiful world I share with you. Hold my hand. Children seem like they've lost their smile on their new bloody playgrounds. Oh no, how could we ignore heartbreaking crying sounds? And we're still going on like nobody really cares. And we just stop feeling all the pain because like it's a daily basic affair. Now we share the same bright sun, the same round moon. Why don't we share the same love? Tell me why not? Life is shorter than most that thought. Hold my hand, there are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand, turn around and see what we've left behind. Hold my hand, my friend, we can send the good spirit of me and you for another chance. And let's pray for the beautiful world I share with you. No matter how far I might be, I'm always gonna be your neighbor. There's only one small planet where to be, so I'm always gonna be your neighbor. We cannot hide, we can't deny that we always gonna be neighbors. Your neighbor, my neighbor, we're neighbors. So hold my hand, there are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand, turn around and see what we've left behind.